What's up, it's Sohail. In this video, I'm gonna have a chat with a couple friends who are playing soccer in different parts of the world to see what they're up to in quarantine. We got David in the house from Malaysia. He's currently playing in the Malaysian Premier League. We were just chatting earlier about how his season was starting and now things are on lockdown, so you're stuck at home like the rest of us. David, what's up? How are things in Malaysia?
Sohail, good to see you, good to hear from you. Malaysia, like the rest of the world, we're on lockdown until the 14th of April, and perhaps that will be extended until the end of the month, so 1.5 months altogether.
Okay, I see. So it looks like next little while you're going to be stuck at home. But what's your day-to-day like right now? What are you up to?
Yeah, so unfortunately we're not allowed to go outside, so that limits our ability to go for a jog, for running, to get that cardiovascular stuff up. But for me, in terms of the football, I am just focusing on stretching, a lot of leg strengthening, building up the muscles in my legs, and then also doing some skipping. And then in terms of technical work, I'm not doing that. I'm just also reflecting on how to become a better player, especially in Malaysia, my positioning, all sorts of stuff like that.
Nice. Doing the best with what you have. I love it.
Exactly. And then apart from the football side of things, there's reading, a few courses. I told you about Sadhguru, you knew about him. So I did a course about him that was really good, listening to podcasts, watching movies. So a bit of everything. I normally make a plan the day before and try and get some of the stuff, accomplished, because if you don't really have a plan, then you have a tendency to just sit on the couch all day.
Exactly, especially with the situation now where no one really has anything scheduled. So making that plan the night before is perfect to get a structure going for your day. Do you have any other tips, advice for any players stuck at home right now to be more productive, to improve?
Yeah, so the biggest thing is, because we're obviously expending less calories, then it's important that you're watching your weight. Tim Cahill, in his autobiography, when he was injured, he did an ACL, and he was saying the most important thing for footballers is watching their weight. So he couldn't play for a long time and train as well, so he had to watch what he ate. And yeah, that's one of the main important things that you should be aware of, limiting your portion sizes, and pretty much eating less. So I'm only eating twice a day.
Nice, great tip. And then I know you have a YouTube page where you share a lot of tips and advice. Let these guys know where they can find you.
Yeah, so I'm a fellow YouTuber like yourself. I give tips on how to be a better player. So I've played in many countries around the world, Thailand, Luxembourg, Germany, and now in Malaysia. I'm from Australia, so I've got a lot of experience, and I'm just sharing some tips and information that I've learned over this time in my career. So if you want to check me out, it's David Rowley, my YouTube channel. And subscribe and take a look at some of them videos. You'll learn a lot of stuff, especially if you're a younger player.
Amazing. Links are going to be in the description. Highly recommend you check him out. A lot of value, a lot of great content. So David, all the best with this quarantine situation in Malaysia. Take care and stay safe. We'll chat soon.
Likewise. Take care, mate. Have a good one.
Take care. Ciao. I'm here with Anthony. We're actually both in Ottawa, but we haven't been able to see each other because of the quarantine. He's played in the States, most recently in Tulsa. And in this video, we're going to talk about life in quarantine. Anthony, what's up, bro?
What's up, bro? How you been?
I'm good, bro. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Living that quarantine life, just stuck inside.
I feel you. So let's get right into it. Quarantine life, we're all stuck at home for the most part. What are you up to? What are you doing day to day?
Day to day, I haven't been doing much. I've been trying to network myself, trying to stay in connection with some different people. I've been on TikTok a lot. Like, it's so addicting. I've been on YouTube, so trying to grow my channel even more. But other than that, nothing much really. I've been going in and out doing some training sessions. That's pretty much it. What about you?
That's good. Same, just training where I can, getting a couple ball mastery sessions in, training with the weights. Obviously, gyms are closed, and just working on the YouTube page, creating content, connecting with family, friends, and living that quarantine life. Are you doing anything? Are you doing anything specific for your training right now, or just going with the flow whenever you feel like it?
Right now, just kind of going with the flow, right? I mean, it's hard for me to get into a routine because we have to stay inside every day. There's not much for me to do, and so I've just been going with the flow. I'll go out. So the field that I live close to, I'll just go out. It's not too long of a walk. I'll go out. I'll do a couple ball mastery sessions. Go out for an hour or two. Try to get a lot of technical work in, and then I've been trying to do some workouts at home too. But if I'm being honest, that hasn't been working out as best because there's limited supplies here, right? So it's really tough. But that's what I've been doing.
Do you have any equipment at home? Any dumbbells, resistance band?
No, nothing. I have a resistance band that I do like my warm up and stretches with, but
okay.
Other than that, nothing, man. It's tough, man.
Okay. And then, do you have any tips or advice for any young players stuck at home right now to improve?
Tips and advice would definitely be to try and network yourself. Try to make the best of this opportunity. I mean, I know it kind of sucks because we all have to stay inside. You can't get out. You can't be with your teammates, right? But you want to try and make the best of it. I would say really try to use this time to network well with different coaches and clubs and even teammates, even friends. You know, so if you have that time, if you have that field that you can go and train to, definitely do it. You know, try to network yourself. Try to watch more games if you'd like to improve on. You know, just make the best of the situation.
Awesome, love that. And then Anthony, you have TikTok now, and then also YouTube channel where you share your journey. Let them know where they can find you.
Yeah, of course. So I'm on TikTok. It's my Instagram, Lejean28. You can search me up, Anthony Lejean. It's been growing. It's been really fun. It's been kind of addicting, but it's been a good way to just spend this time. For my YouTube channel, actually, I just dropped a Q&A. So if you guys want to check that out, check it out. You know, you guys can learn more about me and follow me on Instagram.
Perfect. All those links will be in the description below. So check Anthony out. And then we still have to train. We haven't been able to because of this quarantine. So hopefully sometime soon.
We will, bro. We will, man. One last thing before I do head out, I just wanted to let you guys know that this year we're focusing on elevating all 2020. So that's the slogan that I'm going by. If you guys want to message me on Instagram or whatever it is, let me know. If you guys have any questions or any advice that you guys need, I'll let your boy in. I'll message you guys back. So
love it. Awesome. So we'll be in touch, bro. Take care. We'll train soon, okay?
Sounds good, bro. We'll talk soon.
Peace.
Yeah, so just quickly to introduce myself, my name's Eric Friedlander, 25 years old, originally from Merrick, New York. I'm currently playing over here in Haifa, Israel in the 3rd league. I'm 25. I played 5 years so far basically in Europe. I played 3 years in Germany, 2 years in Sweden. Now I'm in Israel, one of the best places I've ever lived, best countries I've ever been to, welcoming people, warm people. And yeah, in terms of quarantine, I'm a big guy on routines, on daily habits. So basically what I do is I try to treat it as a normal day in the life. And I keep all the same habits. I, wake up at a specified time. I make sure to make my bed. I write my to-do list. I write any thoughts I have. I get a cup of coffee in the morning, and then I kind of plan my training for the day. So for me, the best way to start a day is through training. So basically, in my mind, on a Saturday or a Sunday, I'll plan out a macro plan for the week. And then depending on how I feel through the week, I'll do that training. So for example, on a Saturday or Sunday, I'll sit down, review the whole week, and I'll basically say, all right, so 3 days a week, I want to get a body weight training in. So maybe 2 days legs, 1 day upper, or 2 days upper, 1 day upper. And then 3 days, I want to do a ball mastery session, just me and the ball. And then 1 to 2 days, I want to do fitness focused, fitness specific. So whether it's running stairs, doing incline sprints, that's what I'm doing. And I also want to make sure I'm getting in at least 3 to 4 days of mobility and I do a lot of breath work every day to make sure I'm working consciously on my breathing patterns. Basically, in terms of tips for any young footballers, my whole thing is having a routine that works for you. A routine that works for you that you're going to be consistent with throughout this quarantine. Because as we both know, as we all know, we don't know when we're going to be back at the pitch. So for me, what I tell all the guys that I speak to, what I tell friends, what I talk about with teammates is this is a time for you to really separate from competition, because right now is a hard time to be consistent and have a good training schedule. So you need to use it as a motivation to separate from your competition, because a lot of guys are going to sit down on the couch, they're going to have a pity party and say, oh, I don't have a field to train at, I don't have teammates to train with. What I say is, who cares? You need to control what you could control, make yourself the best self, so when football comes back, everyone knows that you worked during this period. You prepared. And that's basically how I look at it. It's like, it's an opportunity to get ahead of your competition. When others are resting, you keep rising. You stay consistent. So yeah, that's basically how I look at it.
I love that, Rick. And then you also have your own pages where you put out a lot of valuable content. You're all about maximizing your potential, setting up routines, habits. And personally, I've been following you for a good while now, and your content is top notch. So let these guys know where they can find you.
First of all, I appreciate those kind words, man. I really do. It means a lot. It's a reason I started the page. I want to help others. I want to be a resource to help others become better in the whole thing, not just on the pitch. Because as we both know, a lot of stuff goes on off the pitch. You spend 21 hours not training. You spend it sleeping, you spend it eating, you spend it stretching, recovering, breathing. So we got to use all those hours. Without talking so much, because I'm a New Yorker, as you can see, I love to talk. You could find me on Instagram at rick.fit, or you can find me on YouTube at rickfit. Just put it in the search bar, rickfit. And I'm always here. You want to reach out, send me a message. I'm here to help.
For sure. Highly recommend you guys get in touch with Rick. Rick, thanks for being on. Stay safe in Israel. Keep killing it.
Thanks, brother. You too. Stay safe. Stay healthy.
We'll talk soon.
Peace, man.
Here with Nevello, straight from France. He's currently in lockdown, playing in the 3rd division there. I know France is one of the hot spots in Europe, so super happy that you're doing well, bro. And tell us, what are things like there? What have you been up to during quarantine?
Well, things here are very difficult because with the COVID-19. Here in France, it's in one of the worst country right now, and so it's been difficult. Just last week we were able to go running and stuff like that, but now we're not really able to go do anything activity-wise, and so we're only basically allowed to go shopping. So I've just been basically staying at home and just watching a lot of movies, Netflix, but keeping healthy, obviously, eating healthy, talking to my loved one, because I think this is the moment where you realize that keeping in touch with your loved ones, how important it is. And so yeah, and I've been watching a lot of soccer games, watching people in my position and stuff like that, and just trying to stay active.
That's good. And then are you able to do much training over there? I guess you're stuck in the house, so maybe body weight.
Well, yeah, but I'm stuck at the house, but here and there, every day I try to do a lot of things, such as do push-ups or sit-ups, or just go jogging for 20 or 30 minutes. And it's difficult right now because I don't have a soccer ball with me, actually. But I try to keep my fitness-wise and eat healthy, and just pretty much staying healthy and preparing for whenever things will come up again.
That's good. Basically doing the best you can with what you have.
Yeah, exactly. Doing the best I can, Obviously, we're right now in a tough situations, but we're not really, there's a lot of kids out there in the world, whether they're in the 3rd world countries where they don't have soccer balls, where they can't go outside due to work and so on, but we're still blessed, right? So we can take the advantage and do the best we can, you know?
Exactly. I also love how you talked about connecting with your loved ones and close ones. This is like the perfect time to do this with, you have a little bit extra time on your hands, and now we have FaceTime and you can call everyone so easily. So that's perfect. And then do you have any tips or any advice for maybe some players stuck at home, how they can make use of this time?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of things that you can do in those tough times, you know, just in your room, whether it's juggling, you know, keeping your touch, working on your first touch at home, doing push-ups every morning, a little workout, you know, doing yoga, keeping yourself busy. And one of the things, you know, I would advise a lot of players to do is this is the time in the moment where for you can watch a lot of games. For example, I'm a midfielder, right? I'm a number 6, so I would watch Sergio Busquets or Toni Kroos or Angelo Pirlo and see what they do and watch a full 90-minute game, but only focus on what they do when they have the ball and when they don't have the ball. So I think this is the time right now where you should be working on your soccer IQ and obviously eating healthy, you know. I think this is the time where a lot of, you know, players, you know, would be like now, well, we don't know when we're gonna come up. There might not be season, so I'm just gonna start eating not healthy and stuff. But you know, if you see Cristiano Ronaldo, you know, if you follow his Instagram, it's crazy. The guy's 35-year-old, but the things that he's doing is unbelievable. But it's all the mindset that you have and how bad you want it. That's all it comes down to. So I believe this virus, it is difficult, but it just also in a way to show how bad you want to be a professional soccer player or whatever you're doing right now in your life, whether it's boxing, whether it's basketball player, anything like that. So
I love that mindset. Keep staying strong out there. Take care. I know you're going shopping soon, right? Be safe out there, bro.
I gotta eat soon. So thank you so much. It's nice talking to you. Stay safe there. And
we'll stay in touch, okay?
Yes, we'll stay in touch.
So I hope you enjoyed that insight. This is my first time doing something like this, so I wanted to keep it short the first time around. But if you enjoyed it, let me know in the comments, and next time we can go longer, more in depth, and even talk about different topics. I know the current COVID-19 crisis is a difficult time for everybody, so I just want to send my support to you. Stay strong, stay safe, connect with your family and loved ones, and take care.